to discuss the injectable iron formulations and dose calculations. Okay, and in that, first of all, let us discuss certain oral iron preparations. Okay, among the oral iron preparations, we have ferrous fumarate, ferrous gluconate, ferrous sulfate, and polysaccharide iron complex. Okay, the iron concentration is different in each and every preparation. In the ferrous fumarate, we have iron concentration of 325. Okay, and one example of ferrous fumarate is that of the trihamic, which contains 600 mg of the iron or 150 mg elemental iron. The iron concentration in ferrous fumarate, according to international criteria, is that of the 325. The next is that of the ferrous gluconate, which contains 240 to 325 milligram of iron. Ferrous gluconate is sold in the form of Sangobion in Pakistan. Okay, but the elemental iron in that is about 29 to 39. Okay, ferrous gluconate, Sangobion. Coming to the ferrous sulfate contains total iron concentration of 325 to 325 milligram. Okay, but it is said that the elemental iron in that is ferrous sulfate is 50 milligram. Ferrous sulfate example, we have abritfolic, ferrate, fefolate that contain about 65 milligram. Okay, and polysaccharide iron complex like Ferrosoft. That contain iron concentration of 150 milligram, and elemental iron in that is also 150 milligram. Okay, so what is the recommended schedule for ferrous sulfate? 100 to 200 milligram per day, divided 2 to 3 times per day. Okay, ferrous gluconate is given 2 to 3 milligram per kg elemental iron, divided into 2 to 3 times per day. Ferrous sulfate 75 to 150 milligram per day, and divided into 2 to 4 times per day. And polysaccharide iron complex 150 to 300 milligram per day. Okay, now coming to the iron sucrose dose calculation. The iron sucrose, which is sold in the form of Venofer or Levofur. Okay, so how will we calculate the dose of iron sucrose? Okay, first of all, what we will do, the patient HB is subtracted from that of the normal HB. Okay, then that is multiplied by weight of the patient, multiplied by 2.2 plus 1000. Okay, for example, 11 is the normal HB. Okay, and if the patient HB is 7, then 11 minus 7 multiplied by 60 multiplied by 2.2 plus 1000. Okay, so that gives us about 1500. It means 7.5 doses of iron sucrose or Venofer or Levofur, whatever the brand name is. Okay, now the rough calculation formula is also there. Roughly 250 milligram of parenteral iron raises 1 gram of HB. Okay, and 1 vial of Venofer contain 100 milligram. 2 vials contains 200 milligram. Okay, so if 4 gram HB is deficit, then how much parenteral iron is required? 250 plus 250 plus 250 plus 250 is equal to 1000. Okay, so it means 5 doses would be required. Now this is a chart about the pharyngect, dilution plan of the pharyngect for intravenous infusion. Okay, pharyngect, what is written about it? Okay, 2 to 4 ml of the pharyngect contains 100 to 200 milligram of the iron, and maximum amount of the sterile 0.9% mole per volume sodium chloride, that would be about 50 ml, and minimum administration time would be about 3 minutes. If you want to give iron in the dose of 200 to 500 milligrams, so 4 to 10 ml of pharyngect will be used. Okay, in the 100 ml normal saline, and for 6 minutes that will be given. Okay, but if you want to give iron in the dose of more than 500 to 1000 milligram, then pharyngect of more than 10 to 20 ml will be given, and dilution would be with the sodium chloride of 250 ml, and in the 15 minutes this will be given. And the important note is that for stability reason, dilution to concentration less than 2 milligram iron per ml, not including the volume of ferric carboxymaltose solutions, are not permissible. Okay, so iron carboxymaltose dose calculation: 1 vial of iron carboxymaltose, which is sold in the form of Farinject, contains 10 ml. And in 1 ml we have 50 mg, so that 1 vial would contain 500 mg per 10 ml. Okay, if HB is more than 9 but less than 11, then give 500 mg, means 1 vial IV in 5 minutes without normal saline. But if HB is between 6 to 9, give 1000 mg, means 2 vials IV in 15 minutes, normal saline 100 ml diluted. Okay, and it's also written, do not give in Pladix, give in palasaline, because Pladix contain dextrose as well, so causes its degradation. So always it should always be given in the normal saline. It shouldn't be given with dextrose, because dextrose causes its degradation. Now these are certain formulations. The iron dextron contains elemental iron of 50 milligram per ml, iron sucrose 20 mg per ml. Ferromoxitol contain elemental iron of 30 mg per ml, and ferric carboxymaltose contain 50 mg per ml. Iron dextron is given in a single dose or multiple doses until total dose. Iron sucrose is given in multiple doses, and ferromoxitol is given in 2 doses within 3 to 4 days. And what about ferric carboxymaltose? That is given in the 2 doses 7 days apart. Now this chart is taken from the British Council of Hematology guideline. Something is written about the Cosmophor and Venofer. About the Cosmophor, it's written that total elemental dose is 50 mg per ml and test dose required, yes, but in Venofer we don't. Yes, we need test dose for the Venofer as well. Route administration, slow IV in both cases. Okay, and able to administer total dose for Cosmophor is yes, but not for Venofer. Okay, Cosmophor half-life is 5 hours, but Venofer half-life is 20 hour. Yes. Now these are some preparations of Cosmophor and Venofer. Okay, and now coming to the very important form of preparation, that is Farinject. Okay, Farinject total dose is 50 milligram per ml, and Monofer, which is isomaltoside, its dose is 100 milligram per ml. Okay, and now test dose is not required for Farinject and Monofer as well. Route administration, slow IV in both cases, and able to administer total dose, yes, for Farinject and yes for Monofer. Half-life for Farinject is 7 to 12 hours, but for Monofer the half-life is 5 hours. And Farinject total dosage in Fian up to 20 milligram per kg. Maximum weekly dose of 1000 milligram, which can be administered over 15 minutes. And about use in pregnancy is written that use in first trimester for both Monofer and Farinject. And about lactation, less than 1% of iron is passed into milk. That is about the Farinject. And for Monofer, low transfer of iron into milk. Now the adverse drug-related events, risk of anaphylactide reaction is more than 1 into 10,000 to less than 1 in 2,000. And about Monofer, it's written that risk of anaphylactide reaction is more than 1 per 10,000 to less than 1 per 1,000. So these are certain brand names, Farinject and Monofer. Okay, so that was all about some of the iron preparations.